Hi there, friends. It's Susan, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. And today we are finally going to do my Christmas home tour 2024. So I hope you enjoy it. First, I'm going to set the table, and I'm going to leave the runner on it. And then I'm just going to add one of my garlands to the center. But I'm going to bend it a bit so that it's more swirly and not so long. And then I'm just going to branch out the stems. Let's see how it looks with a piece of velvet. So next I'm going to use these chargers that I got at Kirkland's, and they were on sale, so they were a really good deal. And it's hard to find Tartan chargers, so I grabbed them. They were $14.99 for 4, and they were half price. Okay, so what I thought of doing is put some brass candlesticks in the middle, and I know there's a lot of candlesticks on the mantle, but I'm using brass instead of white, so maybe they'll blend in more with the color scheme of the table. When I light the candles, I won't be lighting those that I got at Hobby Lobby. These are more substantial and very solid and heavy. These I got on clearance for $2 each at Hobby Lobby, and I just rub and buffed them to match the brass, and they came out pretty good. See, like they were like $2.24 or something. So let's see, how are we going to place these? That looks nice. See, it's more subdued. It's not as bright as the white candlesticks. My new plates that I got as a gift from a friend with the little red bows around them. I got these at Home Goods. And on top of those, I'm just going to put the little dessert plates. So look what I found at Kirkland's. These cute, adorable little bow napkin rings. They came in burgundy or green. And of course they were half price. I usually don't use napkin rings. I usually just, tie my napkins. But I thought I'd do something else, something different for change. So now what you can do is you can just place your napkin on top, which looks really nice. I have also plaid ones. Either one, or you can even just switch them up and do alternate napkin colors. And I think this looks better. I'm going to continue putting these on my napkins. I thought just for a little bit of fun and whimsy, I'd add these little, they're actually napkin holders, but I'm using them just as a decor piece. So I'm just going to place them on the little dessert plate. Last year I placed little gingerbread houses on top, but this year I'm using the napkins with the bows, and just place a napkin on top. Just to give it a little bit of greenery underneath. Not that you have to, I'm just a bit extra. And next I'm going to just add a little bit of these dried hydrangeas that I had done. I had kind of spray painted them a bit of a neutral brown color. I kind of wanted to do them gold, but I couldn't find my gold paint, so these will have to do. So I am going to just place them. I think I'm going to snap them a bit here, they're too long. Cheers!